Hey everybody, it's Kim with Best Essentials, and I'm going to share with you today how to make homemade fire cider. Now, fire cider takes a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks at minimum, to brew. So in the meantime, you can pick some up lots of places from local providers. They make really beautiful products as well. I just wanted to make this at home. But in the meantime, because we're trying to boost our immune systems and also aid in digestion, and support our bodies by boosting our energy and our metabolisms, and also help with some sinus congestion. I wanted to kind of get on it right away, so I did pick this one up here locally in Montana. It is made by a really cool company called Piney Mountain Herbals. So, anywho, I am ready to go. I'm going to share this recipe in the comments below. If you enjoy this, if you can give me a thumbs up or feel free to share with someone, that would be awesome. And I'm going to come back in a little bit and also share a homemade elderberry syrup recipe. So here we go. We're just going to kind of dump everything in, and then I'll explain as we go maybe some of the benefits of using these items. So first we've got some citrus. So citrus is really uplifting. It's also really cleansing, has a lot of cleansing properties. So I took a lemon, and I just dropped one, oh well, and some orange. This is an orange, and it says to dice it. We're putting everything into a gallon jar, but this is really immune boosting, cleansing, and like I said, uplifting. You can also use your essential oils, which I will add after it's done brewing, for a synergistic effect of both having the herbal or the natural ingredients, the actual thyme and black pepper and things like that, but also having the added benefit of the essential oils. And so that way we're getting a synergistic effect and an even more powerful recipe. So that's my plan. Then I have about a cup of ginger here, and I'm doubling the recipe because anytime I do anything that's kind of labor intensive, I like to double up the recipe. Plus I wanted to make sure we have enough for several family members. So I'm taking this garlic that we grated. No, that's not the garlic, that's the ginger. And we're just dumping that in. Next will be the garlic. And put that in here. Just putting everything into this jar. My mother-in-law would be so proud. She always tells me vinegar is great for everything. And we're gonna top it off with some organic, raw, and unfiltered apple cider vinegar. Then we've got about 2 teaspoons here of black pepper. So I'm gonna put that in. And then we have a ginormous onion. It called for a red onion, but I didn't read that until after I'd been to the store, so I'm using a white onion. This guy was potent. He made me cry. Oh, sorry for the bad visuals there. Making a giant mess. Anyway, you can make this more or less spicy if you have littles in your life, and you can also dilute this down. You can use your fire cider as a vinaigrette. You can use it as a marinade. You can use it lots of different ways. You don't have to just put it in a shot glass and take it down, but you can. It's very powerful that way. Then the oils that we are going to add and some of the other herbs like turmeric, I'm going to just explain a little bit about why we would use those. But turmeric is great for autoimmune support, viral infections. It's a great antifungal and antibacterial. Also has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties, which is probably what most people are really familiar with turmeric. Sorry, this is super awkward with this onion here. Thyme, which we're going to use the herb of thyme, and we're also going to use the essential oil of thyme. It also is really helpful for supporting your respiratory system. It has high antioxidant properties, antiviral properties. So it's a really great thing to add into this recipe. The lemon is really great for congestion, supporting sinus issues, like I said, cleansing, purifying, antibacterial and disinfectant properties. It's fantastic for that. Clove, which I'm going to put actual cloves and also the clove essential oil, is probably the highest antioxidant we can get. and it is really, really a powerhouse oil. You can find it in our On Guard blend with doTERRA, but it has tons of antioxidants, antibacterial, antiviral properties, antifungal, also an expectorant component to it, and it's also antiparasitic and very regenerative. Ginger, which is the other reason I'm really interested in this recipe, not just for the ginger, but for the digestive support. I've been having some digestive issues, so this will also be really health promoting for my digestion and for our gut health. And when we're dealing with supporting autoimmune issues or immune issues in general, or just trying to be proactive about our health and our wellness, then we want to consider strongly our gut health. So ginger is high anti-inflammatory, has digestive support, analgesic, decongestant, and a neurotonic. Cinnamon bark, which we'll use as well, has high properties of antiseptic, antimicrobial, antiviral, antioxidant, and antifungal. And lastly, pink pepper, which is somewhere, is really invigorating. It's a purifier. It has anti-inflammatory properties, again, more digestion support, and antimicrobial. So these are all really great things to pack a huge punch in a small shot glass. It's pretty awesome. So lastly, I'm gonna add the jalapenos, and I'm just doing 2 jalapenos. Actually, I forgot. I'm gonna put those in this little bag. When you're done steeping this, basically, see all that goodness in there? Oh my goodness, this is gonna be amazing. Then you can put it in your Vitamix or your blender and blend it up and add it to your liquid that you've got left, or you can just strain it out when you're done. Whatever is your personal preference. But I wanted to put the jalapeno, the thyme that I'm gonna use, and then the cloves also into this little bag, this little netted bag, so it can steep, but then I can pull it out because I don't want to grind up the clove, and I don't really want to grind up the thyme, and I don't think I want to grind up the jalapenos. It's just personal preference, so do whatever works for you. This is my first time making this myself, so I'm crossing my fingers that this is a great recipe. I hope you all enjoy it too. Give me feedback. Let me know what you think, or if you have a great fire cider recipe. They can be amended. You can tweak them. You can add star anise. You can add lavender flowers. You can add so many things, elderberries, cinnamon sticks, things like that. So it's really customizable. This is just a great, I feel like, starting off recipe. So anywho, once it's done, basically, what's the word? Once it's done, I guess, gone through the process for the 2 to 3 weeks of steeping, then, like I said, you can drain it off, and then you're gonna add your raw local honey. And like I said, I'll put the recipe down below. You'll put raw unpasteurized honey to taste in your recipe, and it'll make it a little bit more palatable. So anywho, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you guys make tons of fire cider and stay healthy this season, and let me know if I can be of more help. All right, take care. Talk to you later.